And we are back. NFL Week 13 predictions. Let's get it. To quickly recap last week, I ended up going 9-5, putting my season total to 124, 53, and 1. With the Bills, Texans, Browns, Raiders, Eagles, Cowboys, Falcons, Saints, and Buccaneers, Rams being the games I got wrong. I also got my lock of the week right, being the Seattle Seahawks, who beat the Titans. That puts me at 11-1 on the year. All right. Week 13. Yes, I am recording this on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. With Thanksgiving coming around, I am going to be busy tomorrow, so getting it over with today. Yes, I am still going to upload it tomorrow, but it's only going to be recorded a day early. So sorry if there's a big roster announcement or anything. Anyway, November 21st, 27th, 1 p.m. All games in Eastern Standard Time. We have the 7-3-1 Packers coming off of a 23-6 win over the Vikings. And the 7-4 Lions coming off of a 34-27 overtime win over the Giants, where they were trailing most of the game, able to come back. This is already looking like it's going to be a beautiful matchup to start, because you have two teams who are not only fighting for their playoff spots. Packers currently holding the 6th seed, while the Lions are the first team out. They're also right there for the division as well. Neither of them winning it. It actually goes to the Bears, who are 8-3. More on them later. I'm going to take Green Bay to win this one. With how dominant Green Bay's defense looked last week, I'm hoping they're able to just repeat it again. Hopefully they're able to continue what they did on offense and actually score points and not lose 10-7 like they have weeks before. So I'm going to take Green Bay, assuming they can score points. But I do trust this defense, and just enough. Should be a very good Thanksgiving game, though. Next, we have Chiefs, who are 6-5, coming off of a win over the Colts, 23-20 in overtime, and the Cowboys, who are 5-1, coming off of a 24-21 win over the Eagles, where they were trailing 21-0, scored 24 and answered. I'm going to take the Chiefs here. They beat the Colts. They are, in my opinion, they have a lot more to prove, strictly because they've gone to the Super Bowl, a few years in a row now, won it, and then they just lost it. And they are currently out of the playoffs looking in, so I do think if it comes down to who would you rather miss the playoffs, Cowboys and Chiefs, I think the Chiefs are going to get clowned on more, and that's saying something when you're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win. I think they know the severity of this situation, so give me the Chiefs. Moving on, we have the Bengals, who are 3-8, coming off of a 26-20 loss to the Patriots, and we have the Patriots, who are 10-2, coming off of, the Ravens, who are 6-5, coming off of a win over the Jets, 23-10. I'm taking the Ravens here. Yes, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are coming back, but T. Higgins is out for this game. So with that being said, I do think this Bengals team is definitely going to do well. I do think this is going to be one of the classic situations where they score close to, if not 30 points, and still find a way to lose. So give me the Ravens. Moving on to our Black Friday game, November 28th, 3 p.m., we have the Bears, who are 8-3, and the Eagles, who are 8-3. Bears coming off of a 31-28 win over the Steelers, while the Eagles 24-21 loss to the Cowboys. I'm taking the Eagles to win this one. I think a huge factor is going to be this game being played at home. The Bears have found ways to win games that they probably shouldn't have won, but hey, you're winning games. That's all that matters. I think the Eagles are absolutely going to curb stomp them, probably win by 2 free scores. Don't think the Bears are going to find a way to win this one, because if it's a close game, the Bears will probably win it. So I think the Eagles are going to know that they're going to have to win by multiple scores. Give me the Eagles. Saints-Dolphins. Saints 2-9, coming off of a loss to the Falcons, and the Dolphins 4-7, coming off of a bye week. I'm taking the Dolphins. They had a bye week to think about this game, get it, all prepared for. They have one of the easiest schedules remaining. They have a chance to come hot and, in my opinion, enter at 7-7 for here in the next few games, hoping to make a playoff push. So give me the Dolphins. And I'm so confident I'm picking them as my lock of the week. If you don't know what lock of the week is, I explain it every episode. This one's obviously no different. Every week, I pick one team to win. If they win, great. If they don't, well, yeah. The only catch is I can't pick the same team twice, so I gotta kind of choose. Do I want to pick the good teams, or do I want to pick mediocre teams who I like their matchup? In this case, I'm picking a mediocre team. Give me the Dolphins. It's basically the ESPN Eliminator Challenge, if you know what that is, but you don't get eliminated. It just counts as a loss instead of being eliminated. So, yeah. Give me this Dolphins. Texans-Colts. Texans 6-5, coming off of a 23-19 win over the Bills, and the Colts 8-3, coming off of a 23-20 loss to the Chiefs. I'm picking the Colts here. I think the Texans are actually going to do the same thing they did last week, where they're going to really do well on defense. But unfortunately, I just think their offense isn't going to do enough for them. I think this is going to be a very low-scoring game, and I do think the Colts are going to escape with a win. Colts, I mean, they're in a really tough spot because the Jaguars are right behind them. If the Texans win this, the Texans are going to be right behind them. So they have to fight off two teams right now. I do think the Colts are going to be able to do that. While the Texans, I mean, they're still fighting for their playoff spot. They are one of 3 teams who are only a game out. So big to prove for both sides. Falcons and Jets. Falcons 4-7. Jets 2-9. Falcons coming off of a win. Jets over the Saints. Jets coming off of a loss to the Ravens. I'm taking the Falcons here. One of the teams is one of the worst in the league in the Jets. No offense. And then the other is the Falcons, who isn't much better, but I do like them a lot more. I do think the Falcons are going to this one. I think this will be another one. It's probably going to be like a 20-17 type of game. Very interesting. Going to be very lackluster in action, but it's going to be close the whole game. So I'm going to take the Falcons to win this one. 49ers and Browns. 49ers 7-4, coming off of a 29 win to the Panthers on Monday night. Browns coming off of a 24-10 win over the Raiders. They are 3-8 after that. I think the Browns are going to lose this. I'm sorry to the Shador stands, but I think the 49ers defense is just going to be too much. I think the 49ers are absolutely dog walk the Browns for, well, maybe not 60 minutes, but probably like 50. Give me the 49ers. Rams-Panthers. Rams 9-2, coming off of a stellar 34-7 win over the Buccaneers on Sunday night. Panthers coming off of a 29 loss on Monday night. We just talked about this. I'm taking the Rams. I think the Rams are one of the best, if not, I do think they are also, I should mention this, unanimously the best team in the league. Don't even think it should be up for debate. And then you got the Panthers, who in my opinion are on fraud watch. If you lose, if Rico Dowdle sucks, you guys suck. So I'm taking the Rams. I think the Rams are easily going to stop him. Final 1 o'clock game, we got the Cardinals and Buccaneers. Cardinals 3-8, Buccaneers 6-5. At the moment, like I said, I'm recording this on Tuesday. Baker Mayfield is injured. I don't know if he's expected to play. My pick at the moment is going to be the Buccaneers. I do think he is going to play, but not well. I think this is going to be one of those that's honestly probably, I don't know if either team's going to crack 20. But, yeah, I think the Buccaneers are going to win. I mean, the Cardinals have looked good. They just lost in overtime to the Jaguars, but ultimately, if this is probably what I'm going to change depending on what the status for Baker Mayfield is. So, check my Twitter, YoshiYoshioYZ, same as my YouTube username, for any pick changes. I've only changed one this year, and it was Week 1, Bears-Vikings. So, yeah. It doesn't happen a lot, but it's nice to know if you want to check. Plus, give me a follow. You know, I'm never going to complain. Vikings-Seahawks starting our 4 o'clock slates. We only have one at 4:05. Vikings 4-7 coming off of a 23-6 loss to the Packers, and the Seahawks 8-3 coming off a 30-24 win over the Titans. Give me the Seahawks. I mean, the Vikings have one of the worst offenses in the league. The Seahawks have one of the better defenses in the league. I mean, it's just a match made of like nightmares for the Vikings. So I'm taking the Seahawks, and I'm not thinking twice. Bills-Steelers. Bills 7-4, Steelers 6-5. Bills coming off of a loss to the Texans 23-19. Wow, the Steelers 6-5 coming off of a loss to the Bears 31-28. Granted, it was Mason Rudolph who played, not Aaron Rodgers. I'm taking the Bills to win regardless, though. I think the Bills are in a lot tougher of a spot, and I don't see the Bills losing. Next, we have the Raiders and Chargers. Raiders 2-9. They look like by far one of, if not the worst teams in the league. And the Chargers 7-4 coming off of a bye week. With them coming off of a bye week, I'm picking the Chargers. I think they're going to win by multiple scores. I think the Raiders will find a way to keep this close. They always seem to do. Raiders versus Chargers. It's either a blowout or a close game. And I think this one will be a close game. So, yeah, I'm taking the Chargers, though. Sunday night, Broncos-Commanders. Broncos 9-2 coming off of the bye week. Commanders 3-8 coming off of the bye week. Wow, look at that. Both teams well rested for this one. I'm taking the Broncos. I mean, the Commanders, your season's pretty much over. You're just looking towards the draft. Meanwhile, the Broncos, I mean, you're 9-2 looking to hopefully get, if not another win over the division, and hopefully, you know, teams like the Chargers and Chiefs lose. So, yeah, give me the Broncos. And then Monday Night Football, Giants 2-10, Patriots 10-2. The Giants, the first team eliminated from the playoff, and currently only as well, at 2-10, losing to the Lions 34-27. Really sucks that they got eliminated that way. We're winning the whole time, able to take it to overtime and losing. While the Patriots 10-2, good win over the Bengals. Definitely not the prettiest, but your kicker Oh, he saved you guys. I'm taking the Patriots. I mean, do we even need to talk about that? There are no teams on a bye week this week. All 16 teams in action. We love to see that. To quickly recap my picks, we have the Packers, Chiefs, Ravens, Eagles, Dolphins, Colts, Falcons, 49ers, Rams, Jaguars, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Bills, Chargers, Broncos, and Patriots all winning, with the Dolphins being my lock of the week. If I didn't say a team, it means they're losing. Sorry, not sorry. To look at the playoff picture, like I said, the Giants are eliminated. 2-10 can't make it. Looking at the 1 seeds, we have the Patriots and Rams both are 9-2. I said the Patriots are 10-2. I apologize. They're actually 9-2. So they will get the first round bye if it ended today. We have the 2 seeds being the Broncos, who are 9-2, and Eagles, who are 8-3. 7 seed who would play the 2 seeds being the Bills and 49ers. Bills 7-4, 49ers 7-4. Or excuse me, 49ers 8-4. Little slip up again there. I don't know actually. I have the 49ers written down as 2 different things. So they could be 7-4, they could be 8-4. 3 seeds being the Colts and Bears at 8-3. 6 seeds being the Jaguars at 7-4 and Packers 7-3-1. They'd play each other. 4 seeds being the Ravens 6-5 and Buccaneers 6-5. And then the 5 seeds being the Chargers at 7-4 and Seahawks at 8-3. That is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hope you